Life 101, and today I'm coming at you with my very first video, which is what a lot of people wonder. They don't really know what to do when their knife breaks or any kind of sharp tool breaks. They don't know what to do with it and how to dispose of it. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, my very first video. Thank you guys for watching this, and I'm going to have many more videos coming in the future, but let's get started on this one. So basically what happened is, a while ago I bought a Tac Force TF710, I believe is the model that it is, which is actually this right here. It's wrapped in duct tape right now because it broke. What happened was I was using it to cut the inner tube off of a bicycle, which, if you don't know, Zippo lighters leak a lot. So what people do is they cut inner tubes out and put them on the Zippos to help with that, and basically the fuel won't leak out of the Zippos as much, but Zippos are something for a whole nother day. So anyway, what I didn't know was at the very bottom of the inner tube there were these tiny little metal liners that went around it, which they aren't in all inner tubes, but they were in this one. So I was trying really hard and I couldn't cut through it. And the TF710 is partially serrated, but then it's partially a flat blade. So I figured that it would do the job, but it didn't, and it actually knocked the linear lock out. So it's an assisted opening knife, so when you would open the knife, it would lock, but you had to use a tool to unlock it and basically pry it open, the liner lock. And that was a very big deal, because if you're out using this, you might not have something that you can use to pry the knife open, and you do not want to leave an open knife in your pocket. That's a very bad idea, and I would never suggest doing that. So I decided to mess with it today because it was a while ago that it broke, and I was going through some stuff and found it because I just stashed it somewhere so I didn't have to worry about it. And I was going through stuff, found it, and I was like, well, I've gotten some more tools lately. Let me try and mess with it, see if I can fix it. Well, what happened was I took out one of the screws, and that shifted the blade out, and then when I tried to put it back in, it wouldn't go back in, and it actually broke one of the springs. This is a very cheap knife, by the way. Tac Force, I think I got this for under $10, probably even under $5. I don't know, I bought it on Amazon. Very cheap knife. I have another Tac Force knife. It has a Packer wood finish. It's actually this one right here. So it is a little bit nicer, but it's still a pretty cheap knife. They're not very good quality. I guess for your first knife, if you don't have any that your parents can give you, you know, my first knife was one that my dad gave me that he already had. So if you don't have anything like that and you have a little bit of money but not too much, I guess Tac Force is a good place to start. But for anyone who's probably even amateur, but anything beyond that, of just you like knives, you're a collector of knives, whatever, no. M-Tech is another one that's really bad. So M-Tech and Tac Force are just horrible knives. They're both made very cheaply in China or overseas somewhere, probably in China. And I would never advise somebody to buy these. But I'm getting off topic. The topic is, what do you do when your knife breaks? How do you dispose of it? So what I did, some people will tell you to do this differently. I actually duct taped the whole knife, besides the clip, because I didn't really feel like wasting duct tape on that. Around it, I did double on the assisted opening handle, where normally you would just pull that down like that, blade would come out like that. I basically made it so that it won't do that, and that way it's safe. You don't have to worry about anyone cutting themselves or anything like that, even once it leaves your house, you know. That way you don't have to worry about the trash man or anyone in your family going to throw something away and they cut themselves. I'm just throwing this in the trash. Some people would say to donate it, sell it for scrap metal, something like that. But this is the cheapest knife I've ever owned, probably the cheapest knife I've ever seen. So I just don't even want to deal with it. I'm just throwing it away because it's not even worth it. and I just want to be done with it. Some people will say wrap it in newspaper and then tape the newspaper or whatever. But I mean, this is some pretty thick duct tape that I have, so I'm not worried about it. I probably wrapped this like twice or 3 times, so it's really not going to come open unless somebody cuts it. And the blade is in, of course, so the blade itself can't cut the duct tape. Alrighty. And just, you want to make sure that there's no way, especially if it's assisted opening or a switchblade, depending on where you're at, that there is no way that it can come open or anything like that. I taped it all the way down the blade. The blade starts about right there and goes all the way down to here. No way that it can come open or anything like that. Thanks for watching, guys. I will have a whole bunch more videos coming soon. And just be safe, be prepared, and dispose of your knives properly. Alright, thanks, guys.